This is my exhibition at Elizabeth Arthur Fine Art in Hamilton, Victoria. Late December 2015, and the exhibition was sort of put together pretty hastily. I was going to have this exhibition in August this year, and I'd started painting earlier in the year with a view to having the exhibition, but I had an unexpected heart attack in June, and subsequently couldn't paint for about 4 months, so the exhibition was cancelled, postponed indefinitely. But then in the last 2 months I started painting again after a lot of self-doubt, and Elizabeth agreed in much haste to put the exhibition together. This is the first painting I did after the heart attack, which was 4 months later. It's the big tree at the Coleraine end of Melville Oval, which is the oval in Hamilton. It was at dusk, and the light on the tree just made it look really full and voluminous, and I took a few photos and then did a few drawings and started painting again. And then subsequently I worked on these large 4 waterfall paintings. That one's Niagara Falls. I've subtitled it Facing the Insurmountable. The one above the tree is Silverband Falls, the end beckons, and this is Warren Falls on the precipice. I've subtitled that one, and this one wasn't put in the exhibition proper, but I've brought it out of the storage room just to show you. It's called Mackenzie Falls, which is another waterfalls in the Grampians. That I think it's the only waterfall in the Grampians that has water flowing over it all year round. We couldn't fit it in the exhibition. There's a few we couldn't fit in just because it's a small space and the paintings are quite large and bright. I'm quite happy with that painting though, I just couldn't make it fit in. In June I was working on the painting above here when I had the heart attack, so I had to come back to it later in the year. It's called Garden for Howard, which is a reference to Howard Arkley, who I worked as his studio assistant for a few years, and he was a great friend and inspiration, and he's sadly missed. This one's called Silhouette and Shadows, which is also, like the previous one, based on the Hamilton Botanical Gardens. This one down the bottom that was just put in at the last minute, thankfully, because it's sold, is called Beyond the Shadows. Another one from the gardens. This one's also from the gardens, called Garden of Passion. The one below that is called Flora Fantasy. Those smaller ones are the ones I started with at the start of the year. These 2 I'd done just before my heart attack, and I'm quite happy with them. That one's called Modern Garden. The one below is called Uncertain Path. They've both sold, but if they didn't I wouldn't have minded, because I wouldn't have minded to have kept them in my possession, but I know they're going to good homes. These ones I did earlier in the year, so they're using, all these paintings are acrylic on canvas, but a couple of these small ones also use black marker pen. That's Tree and Clouds, Mount Bainbridge, which is a view from the lookout at the top of Mount Bainbridge just outside Hamilton to the west. Often go up there and photograph the sunset. That's called Stormfront, and this one's called Sally's Walk. The one down the bottom there on the ground is called Autumn Shadows. This one's called Eastern Dream, and this one's called The Pond Where Life Began. I can't remember what that one's called, but that was one of the earlier ones. I'm pretty happy with that one. This one's called Choosing the Path to Follow. It's a bit lost around the corner there. I'm quite happy with the colours in that one. I think it works pretty well. This one's called Shadows on the Rise. These 2 over here were also done earlier in the year. That one's Warren Falls, and that one's called Garden Dream. Yeah, so that's my exhibition. I'm pretty happy. It's another version of One on Falls. I'm pretty happy with how it looks. Elizabeth's done a really good job of hanging these bright paintings in a small space, and I've sold a few, so I'm really happy. So thanks for taking the time to have a look at this video. Bye.